discussion today about something that I think should be talked about. And this might have you hoes mad at me, but it's all love. I'm just saying, like, I think that most women do not take accountability for things that happen to them. And I know y'all might be mad at me, but I don't care. I said it because it needs to be said. Like, sometimes I be looking at women like, bitch, do you know that you brought this onto yourself, or that you had a part in it, or what? For example, the number one thing that pisses me off about you hoes is when y'all be like, hey, he keep getting me pregnant. He keep getting me pregnant. He keep coming over here texting me, talking about something he love me, this, that, and the third, and then go off and do that. Why you keep letting him do that? And why you keep letting him get you pregnant? You act as if you don't have a part in saying no or keeping your legs closed to him. Like, it's always, he keep doing this, he keep doing that. Like, if you know that he is doing those things, and you know, like, this is not like the second time that he's done it to you, or the first time, whatever, why do you keep putting up with it? Like, at a certain point, you're gonna have to look at yourself like, hey, I'm the problem now. Like, I'm the problem. And I know a lot of you women are gonna be like, hey, oh yeah, and let me say sorry for calling you hoes, but that's just how I speak, but I'm just really respectfully, okay? But anyway, I know a lot of you women gonna be like, but at the end of the day, he shouldn't be doing these things, blah, blah, blah. And that's a fact. He shouldn't be doing those things, but you keep letting him do those things to you. So the accountability is yours to be like, hey, I ain't putting up with this. And I'm not trying to say, like, everybody can do that, like, on first try, first whatever, first F up, because it's not easy. Of course, you're going to want to give somebody chances, because it's human nature to want to give somebody chances. But all I'm trying to say is, like, there comes a point where you are the problem, not just him. And a lot of things are like, he keep putting his hands on me. He keep on saying I'm cheating on him. He keeps on saying this. Like, okay, why you keep dealing with it? Why you keep doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you keep letting him do it. So, like I said, the accountability is yours to take. And if you know, like, when you were younger, people love to say, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. But when you're an adult, I feel like there's no excuse anymore. If you know that's how you grew up, okay, you need to do better. And if you have signs that, oh, this is reminding me of my childhood, you need to change it. If you don't like the way that your mother handles something with a man, then change it. If you don't like the way your dad handles something with a lady, then change it. You know, like, there's a point where we got to be like, hey, some of this might be my fault. Like, for example, when I was younger, I always thought that it was his fault. Always his fault. His fault. Why, we had issues, this, that, and but at the end of the day, when I, like, realized now that I'm older, man, I was crazy, like, and jealous. Back then, you can't see it. It's like in the moment, you can't see where you effing up. But later on, you be like, damn, it was me. And that's where I think that women need to be like, oh, it was me. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. But I feel like a man can't always be the problem. There has to be something else going on. And accountability is like growth. If you don't take accountability, I feel like you can't grow. You're always going to go through, like, the same cycle. I always see, like, a woman with, like, 4 kids, 3 baby daddies. And they're never, and it's like after the baby, something changes. Like, it's like the man is no longer a part of her life. Maybe he's trying to be with the kids' life. I don't know, but I know that, like, they're not a couple anymore, like, after the baby. And I feel like it's so easy for those women to be like, oh, that baby daddy ain't stuff. My baby daddies ain't. Like, you telling me 3 men out of issue? No, I think that you are also the issue. And if you know, like, this man is out here with tight ass pants on, tight ass fucking shoes, baby belly shirt, sitting on a block with his homeboys all day, then you know that man is not like father material. Like, I know, like, it's easy to get into that routine of like, oh, I think I can fix him. Oh, I'm that bitch who's gonna be like, have him on lock. But at the end of the day, no. You know what I'm saying? And I think that women need to take accountability, that pay attention to those signs. I feel like it's the woman's fault because she's not paying attention to the signs. I feel like she's in a fairy tale land in her mind. If I know that this man spends most of his time with his homeboys and not really working all the time, and spends most of his money on like a designer clothes while he doesn't have a house or a car, what makes you think that just because you had a baby that man's gonna change? Nothing in my mind says, oh, I can fix him, I can fix this type of man. Like, now that I'm older, and especially like I feel like it's older women like my age, not saying like I'm old, I'm only 28, but like women my age, I feel like, come on now, it's like the time where to be like, hey, this man is not for me, this man is not the one who I want to have a child with. Like, and I can, and also it's like they have a baby after like only like 5 months of being with someone, like they're already pregnant. And I feel like, no, it's not gonna be like always the man's fault why you guys broke up after that baby. You didn't even take the time to get to know that man. And people let us say, oh, I know him, but I think I read somewhere that it takes actually like 2 years to actually know someone, like ins and out, and like really know, say you know that person. And women don't take the time to know that man. I feel like they get wrapped up in that love cycle and all his, oh baby, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, you know. But I feel like a woman's mind needs to be as strong as her feelings. And I know like women love hard, but I do also believe that men love hard also. I just feel like women sometimes need to be like, hey, I know I'm wrapped up in this guy, I know that I like something about him, this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, can I trust him with my life? Can I trust him with my baby? Is he gonna help me with my child? You know, and I feel like women take so much responsibility of their kids while the guy does not. And I would love to say it's always, you know, a man's choice why he doesn't, but I feel like women make it so easy that he doesn't have to participate as much as her. And I feel like, yes, it's a woman's fault. Yes, you can say, no, it's his fault because he needs to be a daddy. He needs to want to be a daddy. But at the end of the day, you knew that man was not capable of being the dad that you have in your mind. So then you get mad at the guy. It starts saying, oh no, you can't have the baby. You keep disrespecting disrespecting me. You disrespect me, you disrespect my baby, blah, blah, blah. You know that shit y'all women speak. But at the end of the day, the real reason why you're upset is because you had something in your mind that's not who that man is. You're really upset because you had a vision in your mind of who that man was and what you thought it was going to be. But at the end of the day, that's your own fault for having those fairy tales. And it's okay to say, oh, you know, I was wrapped up in him, I was wrapped up or whatever. But, you know, take accountability. Don't always just blame him. If you keep on blaming him, you'll never grow and you'll never see what's really wrong with you. So that's all I'm saying. And not even just speaking about like relationship wise. Sometimes I think that women don't take accountability for, you know, have this idea that, oh, she thinks she's all that, she trying to do this. Sometimes it's your own perception. And I feel like women need to take accountability for that, because not every woman is trying to step on your toes or trying to compete with you. Sometimes it's just a mind thing. And I feel like it's okay to be like, you know, it's just a little bit me. I feel a little bit, you know, of course, to yourself. I mean, I wouldn't admit it out loud, but, you know, I would just be mindful, like, hey, you know, I'm a little bit tripping because that girl ain't really even doing anything to me. You know, sometimes I think that y'all bring your own drama and then try to say, like, I don't even know why she being like that. Yes, you do. Deep down, yes, you do. You have a point, too. Not all the time. I'm just saying sometimes, but we gotta take accountability for that also. Not every woman is trying to step on your toes. And it's okay to feel threatened. Like, I feel like every woman be like, I ain't threatened by no woman. I ain't threatened by nobody. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes when you see a nice lady and her hair looking good, whatever, she got this confidence. She just walk in a room like her don't stink. Everybody's like, you know, who does she think she is? Blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, did she say that? No, you said that. You know, but of course, like I'm talking about when you start to take accountability or see who you are, you know exactly who you are. Of course you don't think like that. Like for me, a beautiful woman can walk into the door, a beautiful woman, and not a thought in my body goes, hey, she thinks she's all that, or no, like not a single thought. But when I was younger, before, like when I wasn't aware of myself, I would be like that, you know. And there was this one time at the park, this girl, she was beautiful, whatever. She had on like a little skirt, you know, she was popping it. But, and my sister was like, I already know what you thinking. I was like, yeah, I know. But, you know, now when I think about that, I'm like, damn, I didn't even have to say nothing. My sister knew I was already like, what's up with her, you know? Because, you know, I wasn't aware of myself. But now, I ain't having it. I don't care about what nobody else doing. I don't care. So it's just like, you just have to take accountability that sometimes you are the issue. And that's okay. Whatever. You grow from accountability. So that's all I'm really saying. Because sometimes, y'all ladies be making me angry. It's not always that man's fault. It is not. And I'm not talking about, because I know there's somebody in the comments like, well, what are you going to say about women who are raped or blah, blah, blah. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about sometimes women don't take accountability when it comes to relationship. They don't take accountabilities when it comes to their own drama. They don't take accountability for really a lot of things that happen to them, you know? So, and you know, like, as a woman, I feel like we have to also forgive our mothers. Yes, I mean, if you have a great relationship with your mother, or even if you don't, you know, I feel like a lot of women have gone through their moms, like having like I just feel like a lot of women have gone through that era where their mother was like chasing a guy or putting a guy first, or, you know, like in a depression era, or, you know, didn't give them as much love as they should have. And now that I'm older and I understand how strong emotion like love is a very strong emotion, and love will make you do things that you thought you would never do. So now that I'm older, I could never blame my mother for anything that she has done relationship wise, because when you're in love, you know, especially when you're a woman, you do things that you think that you thought you would never do. And I feel like now is the time to say sorry to your mother, or to yourself, of course, you know, accept, you know, your mother and try to understand her. Like, oh, she was, you know, out here just trying to make it. She was out here in these relationships too. Because I know for me, even though I'm 28, I still feel like I'm 16. And the crazy thing is that a lot of older women and a lot of older people actually still say, I still feel like I'm 16. I still feel like I'm young. And I don't know, like for me, like I feel like moms are so strong, because I could never imagine myself right now having a baby while I'm still feel like I'm young. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm pretty sure y'all understand. But, you know, but as I grow older, I understand that I'm growing and there's things that I need to take accountability for. You know, I'm not just a child anymore. So I hope all you women feel like, you know, she's saying something, and maybe I do need to take accountability for some things that happened to me. And another thing, if your child is upset at you or doing bad things or whatever, sometimes it's okay to be like, I'm fucking up, and not always blame the guy. It's just because his dad's not in his life. It's because his dad did this. Like, it's okay to fuck up as a mom, as a dad, as whoever. It's okay. You're human. I can't stress that enough. It's okay to say, I'm fucking up. I have a problem. It's me. Own it. Take accountability. Own it. I feel like if you can own it, especially as a woman, everything will like be better. And men will treat you better once you take accountability, and you're just like, you don't have to be all rah, rah, rah all the time, because I don't feel like eventually that is exciting and it's in there. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to want to come home to that every single day. Like I said, the only thing that's guaranteed in the world is change and death. And as you change, you don't want to F with certain things anymore. So I feel like women got to change sometimes. And whatever you see on the internet is not real. Whatever you see, you know, those girls doing, Jada, whatever, Ari, I love them hoes. But, you know, they do things behind closed doors that you probably wouldn't be happy about. So I just feel like, take accountability for your stuff. That's it. That's the only thing I'm saying. And it's okay to F up, and it's okay to cry, and it's okay to be done bad. It's okay. Just heal, take accountability, and that's all. So that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I just said everything I'm saying. So see you guys later. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.